Yes, you're welcome to my channel again. My name is King, aka The Prince. Today we're going to talk about Christ and the Christ consciousness and also the Messiah consciousness. Like I always say in my videos, the lips of wisdom are sealed except to the ears of understanding. I expect that all those listening to me, you've got ears of understanding. If you've got ears of understanding, please keep on watching and I'm going to explain what I mean. But if you haven't got please, that ear of understanding, can you skip this video and watch something else? I always like to um, give, say that at the beginning of my video so that, yeah, to help people understand. So you can skip the video and watch something else. Now, coming back to the video, what is the Christ consciousness? I'm going to start from there. We have the Christ consciousness and we have the Messiah consciousness. The Christ consciousness is an awakening. It's like an epiphany when you have an epiphany, a sudden awakening where your third eye is open and you're able to see things other people are not able to see. You have this knowledge of reality, of how things work, how things manifest in the physical, also in the spiritual. So most sometimes to get that awakening, you have to go through some kind of training, maybe and but other times you don't really, it's like a gift and it comes upon you and you have this awakening, you're able to see things, you're able to understand things, and you sometimes it comes to you very early in age when they're telling you a lot of things, it does not make sense, you keep asking questions, nobody's able to answer this question. They say there's something wrong with this child. What's wrong with this child? Why can't you be like any other child? Why can't you be like any other person? Just conform, try to conform to the status quo. Why are you trying to change things? But you they those that have the Christ consciousness are able to see things different, and they're like, oh, I can't just conform. This is not right. That is not right. This is not right. That is the Christ consciousness. If we look through most of the scriptures, we're talking about Buddha, we're talking about Muhammad, you're talking about Christ, and all these people had this awakening and they were able to see things differently. And when that happens, yeah, that is the Christ consciousness. You see, that is different from the Messiah consciousness. So next, I'm going to talk about the Messiah consciousness. Yeah, the Messiah consciousness is when you have the awakening, when you have your third eye open, and you it happens to a lot of people, not everyone that got the Christ consciousness that have got the Messiah consciousness. The Messiah consciousness is that empathy. You feel those people that are empathetic. They feel the suffering of their people. If we look at the case of Moses, Moses felt the suffering of his people and he felt he wanted to do something to help them. In the case of Christ, Christ felt the suffering of his people and he wanted to do something to help them. So if you have, when you get the Christ consciousness, then you have the Messiah consciousness, then you have the desire to help. And I have to say, when you have the Messiah consciousness, that's where you have to be careful because these people you are trying to wake up, these people you're trying to help, they are still asleep. They they're going to resist you. They're going to even try to kill you if possible. That's what happened to Christ because he had this Messiah consciousness, the awakening. He has a zeal to help his people, but the people he was trying to help, none of them were awake, and because they were not awake, they plotted his death. And also, don't forget that the religious establishment on their own. They want people to remain the way they are. They want the status quo to remain the same. They want everything not to change because that is where they eat from. The priest, the Pharisee, the offering, they feed off these people. And if someone is coming to upset that system, then you are threatening their livelihood. So they're going to mobilize this same people that are asleep, the same people that you're trying to wake up, they're going to mobilize them and use them against you to bring you down. So that was what happened in the case of Jesus Christ. In the case of Moses, also, if you look at the Bible, a lot of things, same thing. Because it got to a stage they were like, who made you a leader over us? But he was trying to reach his people. He was trying to free. We always see that why is the case like what Bob Marley sang song. How long shall they kill the prophet while we stand aside and look? Why are they killing the prophet? Because these are people that got an awakening. These are people that have got certain knowledge that they want to pass to the people. But yes, like I said, the people are still asleep. They were still asleep, and the religious organization, they're not going to accept you trying to upset things the way they are. So they're going to use those people that are still asleep and use them to bring you down. So that is one aspect, the Messiah consciousness. Yeah, as I was saying, even in our present day, we have people that have got this awakening. We have, I'm in Nigeria, I have to use an example. We have one of the great musicians from Nigeria, Fela Anikulapo. He was awakened. When I listen to his music today, I realized that he was awake. Back then, he was able to see a lot of things that we could not see. We enjoyed this music, we were listening to the beats and whatever, but he put messages inside those music. And we listening to this music today, I could see that he was awake. And he had to go through a lot of things because the government, it was anti-government, and the government had to put him in prison. He had to suffer a lot of things, and people are even saying, no, his death is not ordinary. That's a story for another day. So yeah, today we have people that are outspoken, that are trying to change the status quo, that are trying to help people to see the system and what the system is, and wake people up. If I use the case of the Matrix, Neo was awake, but like I said, everyone inside the Matrix are still asleep. They are potential agents, and the agents, they are deadly. So that is what it means when you that's the risk you have to take when you have the Messiah complex, because the Messiah complex or consciousness push you to want to help your people, pull you to want to deliver your people from the system that is oppressive, the oppressive systems. That's what happens when you have but then that is the risk you stand to face. When you have that Messiah consciousness, then yeah. But having the Christ consciousness help you to navigate your day to day. A lot of people have got the Christ consciousness, but they haven't got the Messiah consciousness. So what they do, they use the Christ consciousness, help them in manifestation, help them in dealing with things around them. They keep quiet. They can see the system for what it is. They can understand what is going on, but they have not got the Messiah complex. So yeah, you can have the Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness is the awakening, opening of your third eye, your ability to see. You see the matrix for what it is. You see reality for what it is. You are able to discern one entity from the other. You've got that ability that a lot of other people around you, they haven't got. That is a Christ consciousness. So as you continue to listen to me, you continue to develop yourself spiritually. You get to a stage where you have that awakening. You have that awakening. You are able to manifest things, and from the spiritual into the physical. And there are a lot of things you'll be able to do when you have that Christ consciousness. So continue to develop yourself. Continue to walk towards it. Meditate as much as you can. It has nothing to do with prayers. It has nothing to do with running to church. It has to do with meditating, going inside, discovering yourself. You are part of the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit is the creator of heaven and earth and everything that is. He created us in his own image, and he has put certain ability and powers inside you and me. Continue to study, continue to develop yourself. You will be able to achieve your Christ consciousness. See you in my next video. Like I always say in my videos, anyway, I have to say this: the lips of wisdom has sealed herself to the ears of understanding. This whole thing is coded. You need to decode it and apply it to your life. See you in my next video.